hard to believe in the moment I ever called her mine. I knew exactly what I was calling. I knew exactly what to say. There will be nothing to get over if I just let it slip away. So I guess I'm right. chance I never thought I'd have. If they are too hard to believe in, moment I ever called them mine, I knew exactly what I was calling. I knew exactly what to say. There will be nothing to get over if I just let it slip away. So I guess I'll try. Yet another postcard.
Another rainy afternoon, I don't know what I'm to do. I just miss you more than anything. It's way too quiet in the house, I'm just wasted on the couch, 'cause I don't wanna feel anything. Wish you'd stay here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stay. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. I know the it's getting late. I shouldn't sit here and contemplate. I just can't stop thinking about it. I won't forget a single thing, from drunken nights to Sunday mornings, and how you smiled at me. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. Stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon.
To get some confidence. How many debates to earn some tailwind. The years pass, I'm still the same. What will it take? Why the wait? Up and down, I'm losing ground. Pretender, tell me what to believe. I ain't got a sweet tooth for lying. Spender, show me how to succeed. My wallet is spreading thin. Oh, ooh, ooh, what to do? I am me and not you. Ooh, ooh, what to say? Please make the strain go away. Pretender. How many right turns to reach some kind of goal? How many dressing up for me to play some ball? Seasons change, still the same rain. What will it take? Some things I never thought I needed. Some things I never thought I'd have. As if they are too hard to believe in. Moment I ever called them mine, I knew exactly what I was calling. I knew exactly what to say. There will be nothing to get over if I just let it slip away. So I guess I bright yet another close call from my